Hey guys, my name is Mary Jane, and for this video, we are going to be looking at summary completion task. Although some of the principles outlined will be also applicable to sentence completion, note completion, table completion, flowchart completion, and diagram label completion tasks. So hopefully you will find this helpful. All right, so before we start on how to complete the type of task, we need to consider a key idea. So we have here synonyms. All right, a synonym is a word or phrase that has the same or nearly the same meaning as another word or phrase in the same language. Synonyms are important in the summary completion task because the summary doesn't use exactly the same words as the reading passage, so you have to be able to identify which section is being summarized and which ideas are missing using synonyms. So here's the step-by-step guide to completing the summary task. So let's move on to the first one. All right, so let me move my face. All right, so the first thing that we have to do, okay, step one, you have to prepare all the questions. You don't really have the time in the exam to read the whole text more than once. Although you may reread certain passages, it's therefore really important to prepare all the questions for the reading passage and multitask as you go along. Step two, you have to set your inner alarm bell for the summary task. So before you start reading, you should make a short list of keywords that will help you identify where in the text you're likely to find the answers to the task. So for example, all right, so let's have this one. Okay, let me move this here down below so you can see everything. All right, so this is about oxytocin research. So here's a possible keyword list for the example. You have the earliest, you have humans produced during 2005, hormone positive effect, University of Haifa, that would be the name of the university. You have negative emotions, University of Antwerp, lack of willingness to help. This can also be a keyword. You have University of Amsterdam, own culture versus other cultures. All right, so from there, we start reading. You have to be able also to really identify relevant sections. So with your list of keywords in mind, start reading the text and answer any of the other questions you've prepared as you go along. So be aware that sometimes the summary gathers information from the whole text, and sometimes it focuses on one or two paragraphs also. So you should also remember that you're not only looking for the exact keywords, but synonyms as well. So that's why synonyms are very, very important. In our example, our alarm bells are triggered very early on. The second sentence reads, it was through various studies focusing on animals that scientists first became aware of the influence of oxytocin. First is a synonym of earliest, and this shows us that we may have found the right section or sentence. Here is a top tip. Sometimes the answer can be found in one sentence, but at other times, ideas may span two or more sentences. So it is really important to slow down and figure out how ideas link together.